Okay. Om Ajnana-Timirandasya Jnananjana-Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Shri Gurave Namaha.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna-pristaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gauragada Damadaya Nagaragramatarine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna-pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, if possible, please come on videos, Prabhu. At least today we'll see each other. Ravindra Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Ramesh Kumar Prabhu,
Hare Krishna, Prabhu ji, Dhanwad Pranam.
Vasant Kumar Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Nice to see all of you again after a long time.
Thank you, same to you, Prabhuji.
So how is the audio, Prabhu? Audio is okay, no?
Everything is fine, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hare Bol, Prabhuji.
So I think all of you know what the subject today. So it is a very, very important subject. Actually, this would have been done long back, but due to some delays, now we could not do it so far. So this is a very, very important subject matter. I just want everybody to participate. It is not just a lecturing or something like that. It is just like a meeting. Whatever opinion I have, I'll just share with you. Your opinion also you can share. So let us discuss and come to a conclusion. It's not just a lecturing. Okay. So actually, I should appreciate all of you. You're all nicely you're all together with unity. So in 1917 and 70s or 80s, I heard one incident in America, United States of America. So the people used to think the law and order is very perfect in America. Nobody can disturb them. So one time it so happened, there is no power cut at all. In America, there is no power cut at all. One time it so happened during night time, for half an hour, there was a power cut. In that half an hour, there's a lot of looting. The people know they just went into the shops, they whatever they can get, they grabbed and they ran away. So that is the nature of the people. Generally, when the problem comes, the real nature will come out. But actually, as far as our people, we see that our Jnana Chakra, even though from last 1 year it's going on little haphazardly, but people, all of you are united. All of you are united and really committed. Nobody is finding some loophole to show something to go out of this congregation or do something. So that's really appreciable. So, but what I personally feel, whatever we are doing is perfect, but if you do it more focusedly and more target oriented, that will please our Guru Parampara. Our Guru Parampara will be very much pleased, because whatever we are doing should be really focused and target oriented. So without that, just reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, attending some classes, that will not give us a proper understanding of where we are. So there's a small story. I'll just tell you one small story. One time, one district education officer, all of you know, in India, this district education officer will be there. He went to a school, and he just met one teacher. Teacher is taking a class. Then teacher told, this class is very perfect class, and the whole school is very perfect, and they're very highly educated. These people are very intelligent. Then the district education officer, he asked one question to a child. He asked that, who broke that Sivadanas? All of you know the Sivadanas. Who broke the Sivadanas? Then the boy stood up and he started crying. He started crying and telling that I did not do that. I never went to the Sivadanas and I never broke it. The boy started crying. Then the district education officer thinking that what is happening? Why the boy is crying? Then he asked the teacher. The teacher told, really this boy is very good. He would have not done that. Then he is more confused. The district education officer is more confused. Then he called the headmaster. So headmaster also told, so the class is very disciplined, but they will not do such mischief activities. Then the district finally called the principal. Principal came and he told, so what has happened is happened. If you want some funds now, our school is having some funds. I can donate some funds to buy one new Dhanas. So that is the status, because we may think that we are really doing good. But unless we have some focus on what we are doing, unless we just do it in a target way, we don't know where we are. So it's not an example what I have told. This is the life of every successful person in devotional service. A person really was successful in devotional service because he is target oriented and focused. So today we'll discuss on that point. So what is focus and what is target oriented? So anybody has got any questions, any difficulties, or you have some more information, you can share. So together we can put it and we can just start implementing, and any replications comes then and there we can change also. So there are no hard and fast rules that we have to do like this, we have to do like this. These are flexible, because Srila Prabhupada has created this society and he has brought everybody under one umbrella with the mood that people should perform devotional service more happily, more freely, but with this target oriented. Some target should be there. Whatever we are doing, there should be one target. So before doing this exercise, let us pray to our Guru Parampara. So Guru Parampara will pray, and I'll just share one Guru Parampara video, then we'll go ahead.
संस्थापक संप्रदाय श्रीपाद माधवाचार्य वैष्णव परंपरा वंदे गुरु परंपरा माधवा गौड़ीय परंपरा जय वैष्णव संग्रह वैदिक वाङ्मय संस्थापक संप्रदाय श्रीपाद माधवाचार्य वन्दे गुरु परंपरा माधवा गौड़ीय परंपरा जय वैष्णव शिष्य श्री अक्षोभ्य असल शिष्य जय तीर्थ धन्य प्रेम भक्तिर ज्ञान हेतु ज्ञान सिंधु मग्न सृष्टि दयानिधिलाई दयानिधि भक्तिर दया विद्यानिधि पाई विद्यानिधि भक्तिर ज्ञान राजेन्द्र महान जय धर्म भक्त श्रेष्ठ वैष्णव परमा वन्दे गुरु परम्परा माधव गौड़ीय परम्परा जय वैष्णव परम्परा वन्दे गुरु परम्परा माधव गौड़ीय परम्परा जय वैष्णव परम्परा जय धर्म भक्तिर्विज्ञान पायेर पुरुषोत्तम ब्रह्मण्य तीर्थ एवं रीत व्यास तीर्थ सम्म जय हो व्यास तीर्थ त्यो गुरु ज्ञान को गति शिष्य जय लक्ष्मीपति गुरु सेवा स्वीकारी लक्ष्मीपति शिष्य भाई माधवेंद्र पुरी महान आत्मा माधवेंद्र प्रिय ईश्वरी वन्दे गुरु परम्परा माधव गौड़ीय परम्परा जय वैष्णव परम्परा वन्दे गुरु परम्परा माधव गौड़ीय परम्परा जय वैष्णव परम्परा भगवत अवतार नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैताचार्य अचम्म अनौठो भई धरती माँ एक दृश्य अद्वैताचार्य प्रार्थना दिव्य आकाशै छेड्यो श्री चैतन्य कीर्तन ले सारा संसारै रोयो श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण अभिन्न चैतन्य भेषमा हरि बोल प्रेम धुना पुगी सबै देशमा वन्दे गुरु परम्परा माधव गौड़ीय परम्परा जय वैष्णव परम्परा वन्दे गुरु परम्परा माधव गौड़ीय परम्परा जय वैष्णव परम्परा वैष्णव प्राण रूप सनातन आपद विपद तोड़ी श्रील जीव रघुनाथ सुख सयल छोड़ी रघुनाथ दास शिष्य कृष्णदास कविराज राधा भाव सदा नरतमा जय ठाकुर विश्वनाथ श्री बलदेव कृपा दृष्टि जगन्नाथ दास भक्ति विनोद शरण मा गौर किशोर दास वन्दे वैष्णव परम्परा वन्दे गुरु परम्परा माधव गौड़ीय परम्परा जय वैष्णव परम्परा गोलोक धन कृष्ण नमली सरस्वती ठाकुरा अभयले पाई सौभाग्य गौर अभिभारा भूलोक मा सर्वत्र कृष्ण भावना प्रचार
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So all of you got the blessings of Guru Parampara.
Hari Bol Prabhuji.
So, Prabhu Ramesh Kumar Prabhu,
Yes, Prabhuji.
so in between you are back to India now for some time.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what was your experience in doing devotional service in India?
It's quite unfortunate, Prabhuji. I cannot explain because I had experience of distributing the Bhagavad Gita books in my apartment actually. There are, some people, okay, by God's grace, they have taken positively. But some people know they are telling that in this Bhagavad Gita only they are telling Lord Krishna, Lord Radha only. What are these? How come it is all the gods the same only? Like that, some experience I had, but I am unable to explain them because they are not listening my voice also, my words also. So that's why this, and even in the temples also, there is a ISKCON temple in Kurnool city. Unfortunately, there is 22 lakhs people is there, this population. But unfortunately, only 60 people devotees are coming regularly for the ISKCON, even Mangalarti and this Ekadashi programs. Only 60, maximum 60 out of 22 lakhs. So we can imagine that how we have to take initiation to spread this our community to develop this Krishna consciousness, Prabhuji. That's what I observed, Prabhuji, in India.
So what is your personal experience, Prabhu? Are you able to practice after coming to India so nicely?
Yeah, it's okay. Practice is going on, Prabhuji, but distribute this preaching only. I have not yet started it because I have some little bit fearness is there when we will go to some people. The speaking and all little bit less for me. So that's why I'm taking some time to go accordingly to meet the people to explain about the this our system, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. So this is the situation actually. In while we are abroad, somewhere in like Gulf countries, Europe, or somewhere in America, so things will be. It seems to be very fortunate. Like we think that we became devotees and they're perfect to become anything. But once you shift to India, the real test will start. So this is the case of 99% of the people who shifted from Gulf countries or somewhere from other places. Very few people, they directly go to Dham, they settle there. They have pre-planning. So they plan everything, they do perfectly. But most of the people, even the seated most devotees, once they come to India, so a long gap will come. So immediately they cannot just cope up with the devotional activities. Actually, while I came to India also, I was told by my Shiksha Guru. My Shiksha Guru told, so once you are coming to India, there will be a little blow will be there. Like you cannot be in the same, what we say, tempo, what we have in KKD. So there will be some gap. Then after some time, with the mercy of some Vaishnava, some nice devotee, then again you can pick up. But to my fortune, but that gap did not come. Immediately after coming, they are able to pick it up because with this Guru's mercy. So I hope that every one of you should come to the stage that once you shift to India or you go to any part of the world, you must be able to maintain the same tempo. For that, fundamentally, what is required is preaching. Unless you are strong in preaching, immediately once you shift, you cannot just cope up with your devotional service. Personally, because immediately you cannot get nice satsanga, the people who are in like-minded like before. So many difficulties will be there. And India is not like other places. For everything, you have to search for everything, and there's a lot of pressure. Then the society also will put a lot of pressure. Many things will happen, your family, your friends, many people will put a lot of pressures. So in those conditions, if you want to stand, because all of you know, there's no other go for us. In this Kali Yuga, not only Kali Yuga, in this material world, we have to go out of this material world. There's no other better place for us. We have to go out of this material world. So to go out of this material world, what we have to do? Our Guru Parampara has done everything. We did not do anything. Just to catch their lotus feet. Now, whatever they have done, just take it forward. Like our Shiron Mataji, while taking initiation, what Guru Maharaj requested from us.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, Guru Maharaj asked us to follow the 4 regulative principles and chant 16 rounds every day. Okay. That was a promise he has given.
And one more also you'll be asking Mataji.
Preaching Prabhuji.
We will take this Prabhupada's movement forward.
Prabhupada mission to everyone.
So that see, Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj is asking that means that is very, very important. Unless we, because our movement itself is preaching movement. Our movement is not just practicing dual service movement. It is preaching movement. So how important is preaching is today we'll see with some slides. And I request everybody, please participate openly and tell your own difficulty in preaching or what are the limitations you have, so that as a team, we all together will solve those problems. You are not alone, we are all together. Now, whatever you want, that can be given to you as a team. As a team, you can give your valuable ideas also, we'll implement. And we can do wonders if you're all together and if you have some target to do. Please fix some target. Please see that even though you a lot of shake will come also, then nothing should happen to anybody. Our devotional service should continue. People may shift to India, or some problem may come at some other point. So we should never leave this devotional service. Once you leave this, we don't know again when we are going to get this fruit. This one, by some fortunate soul, somehow we got it. We should better the use of it. So today I'll show you some slides. So I request everybody, please participate very actively and share your. So I don't know, Gauda Prabhu, you are out of video. You are with some other work. Raju Prabhu, I did not see your face also so far.
Prabhu, I have one doubt, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Actually, to start preaching, somewhere I heard that to sit in the Vyasasana means if we are preaching means whether we are sitting in the Vyasasana or no, Prabhuji.
Preaching in the sense, yeah, good doubt, Prabhu. By seeing our slides, you can just tell what is the expectation of our Guru Parampara. Okay. So what they are expecting us.
Okay.
ప్రభు బాగున్నారా? రాజు ప్రభు మీరు మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నారు.
ఓ సారీ, బాగున్నాను ప్రభు. మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు? మాతాజీ ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
అందరూ బాగున్నారు. మీరు మాతాజీ పిల్లలు అందరూ బాగున్నారు కదా?
అందరు బాగున్నారు.
గౌడ ప్రభు ప్రసాదం చేస్తున్నట్టు ఆయన సింగిల్ గా ఉన్నారు కదా.
కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
యా సో కొంచెం వీడియో ఆన్ చేసుకుని ప్రభు ప్లీజ్ కమ్. ఈ రోజు అంతా మీదే క్లాస్.
ఓకే రైట్ ప్రభుజీ. ఓకే ప్రభుజీ.
So everybody should participate, Babu. It's not actually it's not class. Actually, it's our discussion. So what we are going to do in future.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay. What was this one, Prabhuji?
Like for preaching only. So earlier I told you, no, our movement is preaching movement.
Yes,
so
yes.
you should become strong in preaching. Unless you are strong in preaching, while you are shifting from one place to other place, there will be a lot of setbacks. People cannot settle back in dual service. Many people fall down after shifting from. So they come back to India and they'll mix with the people in India.
Okay. Yes.
So you should have prior planning. For that, everybody should see. Preaching is not for somebody; it's for us. This is the one requested by all our Guru Parampara.
Prabhuji, 1 minute. There is some work is there at home. Somebody came.
Yeah. Please go ahead, Prabhu. Then again you come back.
I'll be joining the last. I'll be there.
Sure. Please take. Go ahead. So, see, anybody joined with PC or all are with mobiles?
Myself, PC, Prabhuji.
Okay, good, Prabhu. So, somebody, if they can shift to PC, is better. They'll
I'm
have
joining with the PC, Prabhuji. Just 1 minute.
Okay. So, this is the Prabhupada's slogan, preaching is the essence. If you want to see, we have taken up this dual service. You want to get success in this dual service, preaching is the only tool. Shriman Mataji, can you please read? Krishna Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada has given us a very valuable slogan. Preaching is the essence, books are the basis, utility is the principle, and purity is the force. He also showed by his own example and instructions just how essential he considered this first item of preaching. I personally heard and saw an example of this preaching mood in Srila Prabhupada in his last days. He instructed his disciple and then the president of the Bombay temple, Giriraja Swami, about how to conduct the opening of the Juhu temple. This was in late October or early November 1977. He said to him, in case I am not able to attend the opening there, then I want you to arrange things very nicely. The prasadam should be first class and you should invite all the important leaders, etc., etc. Here Srila Prabhupada was in his very last days on the planet, but he was still preaching and training us how we should preach.
Continue, Mataji. Continue, Mataji.
Should I continue with this, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Mataji,
Yeah. He makes this point very emphatically in this purport to Srimad Bhagavatam. Preaching is the best service to the Lord. The Lord will immediately be extremely satisfied with one who engages in the service of preaching of Krishna consciousness. This is confirmed by the Lord himself in Bhagavad Gita. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. If one sincerely tries his best to spread Krishna consciousness by preaching the glories of the Lord and his supremacy, even if he is imperfectly educated, he becomes the dearmost servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is bhakti. As one performs this service for humanity without discrimination between friends and enemies, the Lord becomes satisfied and the mission of one's life is fulfilled. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore advised everyone to become a guru devotee and preach Krishna consciousness. That is the easiest way to realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By such preaching, the preacher becomes satisfied and those to whom he preaches are also satisfied. This is the process of bringing peace and tranquility to the entire world. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.6.2 for purport.
Continue, Mataji.
Of course, in our preaching work, we will meet many obstacles. That is to be expected because we are declaring war on Maya. But when Maya says that we are really determined to continue with the preaching service, no matter what, she will not be able to interfere. Rather, she will congratulate us for maintaining this struggle even in the face of so many of our temptations. As mentioned above, we may be imperfectly educated, but that cannot stop us from simply repeating the words of Srila Prabhupada and Krishna for the benefit of suffering humanity. That is our perfection, and it will bring us real satisfaction. But if we think I don't care about others, I only want to save myself, then we will not get a really sweet taste of devotional service. So please don't give up the struggle to preach the message of Lord Chaitanya and Srila Prabhupada, no matter what position in life you happen to be in. Trivikrama Swami.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Mother, would you like to summarize whatever you read, or you want to tell somebody else to summarize? You are on mute, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. What Srila Prabhupada says is preaching is the essence. Everybody has to preach. Those whoever comes to Krishna consciousness, preach about Krishna to each and everyone. That's what Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu likes preaching about Krishna to everyone.
Yeah. So, in that, any other striking points are there? Anybody observe some more striking points?
Whatever the position, Prabhuji, we have to start preaching. That's what.
Whatever question we have started preaching. Correct. Anything else?
Srila Prabhupada at the very end of his life also, he was thinking about preaching.
Yes. And of the life also, see.
Yes, bro. Even though if you are not educated, we have to simply repeat Prabhupada.
Yes, exactly. So, either we are not educated, we should not think that I should not preach. So these are the points. Actually, okay. So by this, we understand that preaching is having a lot of importance. We are taking the shelter of Srila Prabhupada's movement, and if you don't preach, one time or the other will become odd man out. See, who has to preach actually? Now we told even the educated, uneducated, and how long we have to preach? Juniors has to preach, seniors has to preach, who has to preach?
All has to be.
Kanishta Adhikari.
Everybody. Kanishta Adhikari cannot, see, even the Kanishta Adhikari also, as per this letter, whatever he knows he can preach, so that he can become Madhyama Adhikari. Now everybody has to preach. There's nothing like senior, junior. Everybody, unless they preach, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, what he told, who can preach? Anybody heard of it? Anybody who is having life, you can preach. If you are living, you can preach. So it started with Krishna himself. Not only our Guru Parampara, it started from Krishna himself. Krishna is only emphasizing on preaching. So I think all of you know that. Prabhu, Srinivas Prabhu, can we call one by one name? Somebody can read this.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. We'll start with Ravindra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Matalila 7.128 यारे देखा तारे कहा कृष्णोपदेश हमारा आज्ञा गुरु है ना तारे ऐसा देश. Translation: Instruct everyone to follow the orders of Lord Shri Krishna as they are given in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, become a spiritual master and try to liberate everyone in this land. Hare Krishna.
So, just can you explain, Bhavid, please?
Whoever we meet, actually, we need to give him the what Krishna taught us in the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. That we need to tell each and every person whoever we met.
So, who is telling this?
This is told by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So, what is the main point he told?
In this way, everybody can become a guru.
Everybody can become a guru by whose instruction?
By
my instruction.
My instruction.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction, everybody can become a guru, and you have to be a scholar to preach.
No, it's not required.
So whatever you know, you preach. So and the purport actually, Srila Prabhupada explains in some places in Bhagavatam, taking this sloka, he says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants everybody to preach whatever you know. Whatever you know, yara dekho tare kaho. So don't think, because you know that Adishesha is having 1,000 hoods. From time immemorial, Adishesha is glorifying Lord Krishna, still is not finished. We should not think that by reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, then only I can preach. So even after completing them also, there is a lot to know about Krishna. Any extent, any knowledge you take, it is just, you cannot just measure that, the glories of Krishna. It's very, very, very minute we will be learning about Krishna. So, we should not count how much we are educated, how much we know about Krishna. Unless I know perfectly about Krishna, I should not preach. That stage will never come. We will never be able to know. So, somebody knows a sloka in Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna told that nobody will be knowing me because I am the origin of everybody. Somebody in Bhagavad Gita 10.2.
Is it 10.8, Prabhuji?
10.2, Mataji.
Oh,
Name vidu surgana prabhavam na mahashaya aham adirhi devana mahashinam cha sarvasha. So not the demigods, not the learned scholars, they can understand me because I am the source of everything. The demigods and the Mahashis.
See, Lord is the source of everything, so it's not possible to know him completely. Vedaham samtitani vartamana chajna bhavishyani sabhutani mam tu vedana kasya. I know the past, I know the future, I know the present. I am the compiler of Vedas, and I know everything, but nobody knows me. See, many places Krishna is telling that, so we should not think that I should know Krishna 100%, then only I'll start preaching. So that stage will never come. Our Guru Parampara is telling, Krishna is telling that it is not possible for a jiva, a minute particle, to understand Krishna completely. But the jiva is blessed by the Guru Parampara to do preaching with the total conviction. So to whatever extent he has got, the Guru Parampara can give you total conviction that Krishna is the Supreme Person of the body. So one principle in this preaching, whatever you are preaching, just underline this quotation. It is from our Guru Parampara. You just think that Krishna is the Supreme Person of the Godhead. You substitute this statement with your preaching everywhere. You should never get the doubt that Krishna is not the supreme personality of Godhead. If you know that Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead, you substitute everywhere, then you are the best preacher. You have that courage that to say that Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead, then you are the best preacher. Whatever you are preaching, you substitute every word with the Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. Then that is perfect preaching. So then you will get the courage. Otherwise, if you go with the doubt, automatically the people will capture you. You should not go with doubt. In whichever context it comes, just replace it with Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. That's all. Be strong. Any doubt on this?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay. So what Krishna is telling? He gives somebody else can read this book.
Krishna Prabhuji, BG 18.68. Ya idam paramam guhyam madbhakteshu abhidasyati bhaktim mai param kritva mam evaisyati asamshaya. Translation: for one who explained this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me. Hare Krishna.
So please explain a little bit.
It's clear, Prabhuji, there because the Lord Krishna is telling that whoever will distribute this Bhagavad Gita and all this, it will come that guy who is explaining, he will become as a pure devotee, and he can go back to the Godhead after this. That's what he is.
Okay. Then does it mean that we have to come to the stage of samadhi, like in Ashtanga Yoga? Yama, Niyama, Asana, so all these stages are there. The 8th stage is what is the samadhi. After coming to samadhi, we should start preaching.
No, it's not clear. It's not like that, Prabhuji.
So that hard work is not there. Krishna is not asking us to see why they are going to samadhi. What is the target? Otherwise, Jnana is why they read scriptures.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So is it easy to read scriptures?
No, Prabhuji, it's very difficult.
So Ashtanga Yoga is difficult, Jnana Yoga is difficult, even Karma Yoga is also very difficult. In Karma Yoga also sometimes proper translate is Bhakti Yoga also to Karma Yoga. The easiest one is devotional service, Bhakti Yoga. In that Bhakti Yoga, you did not go to the stage of Samadhi. You needed to be a Jnani. Jnanana, Bahunam Janmanamante, Jnanavan Mam Prapajate. So you need not become Bahunam Janmanamante. After many lifetimes only you will come to understand Krishna. So much difficulty is there to become Krishna consciousness. But Krishna here simply is telling, whoever explains this secret, but how you will be knowing the secret?
By studying.
By studying. Any other answer?
By preaching.
By preaching. Okay.
By following devotional service.
Some other answers?
By becoming bona fide student.
By becoming a bona fide
student.
So you should always give respect to your Guru Parampara. Upadekshantite jnanam jnanena tattva dashinaha. This tattva, secret, where from you will get the secret. So by reading something, by preaching something, we will not understand the secret. By
following the Guru Parampara.
Guru Parampara, simply by following the Guru Parampara. No, it's very simple. By simply following the Guru Parampara, you understand the secret. That secret, if we just give it to others, automatically what Krishna is guaranteeing, he will simply take us back to his abode. No need of going to forest, doing such a hard some disturbance is coming. So nothing is required. No, simply by doing preaching in the line of disciplic succession, automatically Krishna is gathering that he'll take us back to Godhead. So earlier who has read that sloka, please continue this reading this purport also.
Yeah, purport. Generally, it is advised that Bhagavad Gita be discussed amongst the devotees only. For those who are not devotees will understand neither Krishna nor Bhagavad Gita. Those who do not accept Krishna as he is and Bhagavad Gita has it should not try to explain Bhagavad Gita whimsically and become offenders. Bhagavad Gita should be explained to persons who are ready to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is a subject matter for the devotees only and not for the philosophical speculators. Anyone, however, who tries sincerely to present Bhagavad Gita as it is will advance in devotional service.
Can I explain, Prabhu, what Prabhupada is saying here?
Prabhupada is explaining Prabhuji here. Whoever this non-devotees like Mayavadis, if they are not accepting Lord Krishna as a Supreme Personal Godhead, so no need to tell about the Bhagavad Gita and all like that. It is explaining Prabhuji.
Okay. But Prabhupada went to Western countries and he explained to them, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
There are non-devotees. So what is there in this purport?
Actually, Prabhupada sincerely tried to present Bhagavad Gita, as well as he has a faith on Krishna and he is obeying Guru's order. So he has gone to America and tried to spread.
Okay.
Means he tried sincerely, Prabhuji. That's what. If we will try sincerely, then automatically it will be by God's mercy. It will come to our positive thinkness.
It will advance.
Yes. Good point. Some more points.
And they should also be ready to accept Krishna.
They also should be ready to accept Krishna. How they become? How they become ready, Mataji? So, like, what Prabhupada has done to make them ready to accept Krishna?
By following the instructions of his sincere guru, by saying his what I call like etiquette and all, like
Okay. Any other points?
By distributing prasadam and this Prabhuji.
Who is it? Ramesh Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so that's a perfect point, Prabhu. First, Prabhupada did not emphasize on Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada was doing Kirtan. By Kirtan, it is very transcendental, isn't it? Prabhupada's Kirtan is very transcendental. So by this Kirtan, automatically some changes come in the people. And he distributed prasadam. So that's how their heart became little soft. Then he started preaching about Krishna. So this is an instruction for us how to preach. So directly we should not go and see for people who are really against, we should not just put a book of Bhagavad Gita and read slokas on their face. Then immediately some repulsion will come. See what Prabhupada has done. See, Prabhupada Leela is so important. So how he has made us Westerners all the devotees. What is the what we call prime point in Prabhupada's preaching? What he has done? He is insisting on philosophy.
No, Prabhuji. Started with Kirtan and he used to cook for them every day. He used to distribute prasadam. Yeah.
So that we call now today we call it as devotee care. He started with care, not with philosophy. Yes or no?
Yes,
Any doubt?
Yes, Prabhuji. At that time, okay. Now in this Kali Yuga, the people has become more, disturbed, Prabhuji. So if we will, we will start like giving prasadam and going for the kirtans and all.
Hmm.
Even to participate in the kirtans also, they will think that maybe okay, why Krishna every time Krishna is telling this one, like they may think that negatively, only kirtan if we'll do, what will happen for us? Nothing is going to happen for us. So they need no instant results, like if we will go for the demigods, like they will give instant results. That's why they may think like this, Prabhuji. I don't know how this.
You're right, but still, this will work out because Kirtan is not material, it is transcendental. So, just not only Kirtan, now maybe we are not Kirtanias to like Prabhupada to do Kirtans. At least if we have a team, we can do Kirtans. Otherwise, prasadam distribution will work like anything. Like, see, book distribution people are going. The top success people in book distribution, what is the strategy? They'll go to somebody, they'll ask for a book. Please take this book. So that person will say, no, I don't want this book. Then immediately he'll give some prasadam, just this Lord's prasadam, all blessings to you. So after some time, next day in the same traffic, the person sees, he will come to this person and will buy the book. Because that prasadam will make a change and the behavior with which this person is approaching him, that also will make a change. These are principles start by Prabhupada itself. Prabhupada never forced this philosophy on any Westerners. He never, see, until the day of initiation, nobody knows what are 4 regular principles. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhupada.
So after giving initiation, Prabhupada has put a board. From today, these 4 regular principles: no meat eating, no interpretation, no illicit sex, no gambling, and chant 16 rounds. Until then, he never forced philosophical questions or anything to them. Simply, with the devotee care, they came forward to surrender to Prabhupada. Then they continued their journey. Now, whatever instructions he is giving, they started taking. So we are not in the level of Prabhupada, but we have to follow in the footsteps of Prabhupada. So how Prabhupada targeted people. So these are the principles we have to use while we are doing preaching. So we shouldn't think that we are in a higher level and these people are fools. So I can just talk something. So that is not important. First of all, we have to, when you see a person, how the person will have in this material world, like if you come to India now, you understand different mentalities will be there and different conditions will be there. So everybody will have problem, but they are different dimensions. So we cannot just say that this person is having this problem, so other persons will have this problem. No, problem will change. So you have to go to the root of the understanding their problems. Then if it makes small congregation, though that congregation will help you to make more congregation, because this word will spread everywhere. These people are sincere. So just as an example of our online preaching also, I'm just telling, we never distribute any prasadam. There's no prasadam with us, isn't it? We started with Bhagavad Gita, simple teaching of Bhagavad Gita, and actually the team which is working with them, they have seen the sincerity of these people, the dedication of the people, so they came forward now. Why they are coming? Because we are not distributing, we are not giving association, we are not giving prasadam. Still, why they have come to the stage of shelter? Now the people are ready to take shelter, and if you give, they'll take initiation also. Many people. So, totally depends upon the trust you build up in the people. The more trust you build up, the more the people will come to you. So that's what Srila Prabhupada has done, and he has instructed everybody to build up trust. Is that okay? Or any other point is there with you? Yes, sir. No.
But in India, Prabhuji, if we will start preaching, even if we will give the book, Bhagavad Gita book freely, also they are not willing to take. So how we can explain those people? Like, okay, even we told, okay, if you don't want to read also, keep it in yourself. maybe after sometimes maybe 1 month, 2 months, you will realize that okay, I have to go through this book like that. Even if you will tell also, they are no, I don't want. Even then in that case, how we can explain?
Yes, so out of 100 or 1,000 people, one person is taking, you are successful. We should not think whomever we see, they have to take Bhagavad Gita. It will never happen. If that is the case, we cannot publish Bhagavad Gita. So many Bhagavad Gitas are required. If you see some videos, Vaisasika Prabhu has prepared some videos. You just see, they'll be on the hot scorching sun also, the devotees will be going on the road. Some people will be scolding if you are doing this one. They'll just shout at your face also. So, from morning till afternoon, maybe 1 or 2 Bhagavad Gita, sometimes they'll be distributing, but still they're happy. So, in devotion service, this is the thing what happens. Your attempt itself is a result. You are trying to distribute Bhagavad Gitas. Today, you targeted 100 people, you have distributed 100 Bhagavad Gitas, that's all. Even though none of them has taken the Bhagavad Gita, you have targeted 100 people, you spoke with 100 people, then you get the benefit of distributing 100 Bhagavad Gitas.
Mentally, we are thinking that we are giving, but nobody is taking that. Negativeness is coming in the mind, Prabhuji. How we can overcome, Prabhuji?
From our mind?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
So then we should take training, Prabhuji. For this one, you have to see that Vaisasika Prabhu, how they are distributing and what is the nature of the people. You have to study the nature of the people. With our understanding, if you go, we think that these people are not taking, then we get what negative feeling, like what you told is correct, negative feeling or depression. So we don't feel like doing it again. So such things will come. So this is very, very common. This is Dukkalayam Asasudam, Dukka Dosha Nudarsanam. This is the nature of the people. This is the nature of the people. Our duty is to distribute books, that's all. So if you are just going out of 100, one person is taking, you are successful. With that mood, so we should not go with, see, Krishna himself, he told, Karmanya Vadhikariste Ma Paleshu Kadachana. You know that sloka, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to do our duty, at least in devotional service. So materially we may not be able to do that, but in devotional service, Karmanya Vadhikariste, you are right to distribute books. So book is one. Other thing is that for preaching, actually, there are a lot of angas. In Bhakti Viksha, we say Panchanga. Anybody is doing Bhakti Viksha in our group? No, there are 5 angas. Okay, in future, we'll just see what is Bhakti Viksha and how these Panchangas can be used for attracting people. So these are all actually our Guru Maharaj and high-level sannyasis. They sat together and they brought this essence for us, this Bhakti Viksha. So we'll see how that can be practiced.
Okay, bro.
And next, can you ask somebody to read it?
Yeah, Vasant Kumar Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, text 7.28. Yesam tvana katham papam nam punyam karmanam edvan tva maha nirmukakta bhajante mam drida vartaha. Translation: person who have acting piously his previous lives and in his life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality and delusion, engaging themselves in my service with determinations. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so we'll just discuss about this point. So far we have seen some slides about preaching. Can somebody summarize how important is preaching and how the preaching has to be done? And what are the tools given by our previous acharyas? First of all, who has to preach?
Anybody can.
Everyone has to preach.
Is that mandatory that everybody has to preach?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
So everybody has to preach. and how far we should be educated to preach?
Even uneducated, we can follow Prabhupada books and we can preach Prabhuji.
So to whatever extent you are convinced, you can preach. Is that correct, the statement?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
To whatever extent you are convinced. So while preaching, this is very, very important. Whatever you are preaching, you must, first of all, you must get convinced. The people who are hearing from you, they can understand whether this fellow is acting or really this fellow is